Hey guys, I thought I would make a really quick video just talking a little bit about a spread that I like to use to check in with myself every now and then. And I had a little bit of time today in between kiddo being at school and, other kiddo napping that I was like, you know what? I haven't done that spread in a while. Let's pull some cards. And so this is something that I like to do to check in with myself. And the other thing that I am now doing with it is kind of practicing intuitive reading. So these are the cards that I pulled, and basically what the spread is it's mind, body, spirit, and emotion. And before I get further into it, I just want to apologize with the camera angle. I really need a new tripod to work with my phone when I record with my phone, because this is not cutting it. So I apologize for that. I just wanted to try and do this on my phone, but yesterday when I tried to record with my phone, it crashed. So let's hope that does not happen today. If it does, then this is just going to be done on my webcam. Anyway, so you pull 4 cards. Obviously each one governs mind, body, spirit, emotion. And I'm just going to go over with as quickly as I possibly can kind of what I did and how I used my intuition with it. So the first one that I pulled was the King of Cups, and in this deck it is called the Elder, but this is for my mind. And the thing about intuitive reading is that when you look at cards, you want to kind of sink yourself into the imagery and then focus on the messages that you are receiving from that imagery. So for example, I'm looking at her thinking, she looks still, she looks contemplative, she looks almost peaceful. And that is the state that I have been in a lot lately. More contemplative and kind of focusing on that stillness than anything else. But yeah, so that, and it's funny because my card for the month of May is the Hanged Man, so that also kind of corresponds with that. So as you can see, that definitely fits now, doesn't it? And then for my body, I got the Knight of Pentacles. And the first thing that kind of stood out to me with this card was that, just make sure it's in focus here, she is clutching the pentacle as her horse kind of stretches through this coldness. Like she's trying to cling to something that matters through something that is difficult. And recently, I'm not going to get too much into it, but recently I kind of came to a crossroads with some of my health stuff that I've been trying to work through. And I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to cling to hope and positivity that it will all work out and everything will be okay and that I will figure it out. And then for my spirit, I got the Fool. Let's see if I really hope it's in focus. My thoughts for this were that with my spiritual path and my spirituality, I have been really wanting to just kind of go for it, go all in and really go all in with my intuition and try and figure out where I need to go and not be hung back by any sort of, or held back by any sort of doubt. So that seems to make perfect sense to me. And then for my emotion, I got Justice, which was a little bit hard. I had to think about it for a moment. But as I was looking at the card, I kind of focused in on her scale. And I thought about that balance, that duality, that kind of impartialness, this state of trying to keep my emotions at bay and not let them completely wash over me, because I'm such a watery person, especially with my emotions. I am a Cancerian moon, and it's funny because the moon is right behind her there. And that's, that's another, when it comes to intuitive reading, like that's another thing that you have to pay attention to, is if things like that jump out at you, or, she's got the 2 towers back here that shows that duality. So, look for those sorts of things when you are trying to intuitively read. And the first thing that kind of pops in, the first thing that you kind of grasp to, that's your intuition talking to you. So look at that, pay attention to it, because it's very important and your intuition is speaking to you. So finding this duality with my emotions and trying to keep my emotions in check so they don't, fly all over the place is very important to me so I can stay grounded. And this card is very grounding. At least that's the feeling that I'm getting from it. So hopefully this helps. Try this spread out. It's something that's fantastic to do, even just as practice or to check in with yourself. I highly recommend it. It's pretty much my go-to. It's the most common spread that I use. And try not to reach for the books. The books are fantastic. They help you, but if you're really trying to learn intuitive reading, just focus and pull yourself into the imagery and listen to your intuition, because you will get hits, you will get responses back. And so just pay close attention to that. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful, and blessed be.